Hi, my name is Nick Schutz, and my role at Metakomm is senior consultant. Well, I live and work in the UK. I'm based just outside London. Majority of my career I've spent working in London, and I'm currently working on a client site in central London at the moment. I sort of regard myself as a bit of a generalist. I've had quite a varied career to date. However, if I was to say I'm an expert in one thing, it would be delivering HR transformation and change. That's something that I've been doing for the latter half of my career, working in and for HR functions of private and publicly owned companies. I think it's partly because I spent my first half of my career working outside of HR. So I'm not an HR professional through training. I spent a lot of time working in business. So I think bringing that business acumen and also a consulting skill set into HR has proved to be very useful. Even more so nowadays, as I believe the HR function is becoming more strategic and more relevant in today's markets. I think my favourite project was not long ago when I was working for a client, and the mandate was to not only transform the HR function, but was also to roll out a high-performing people agenda across the whole organisation. The reason why I really enjoyed that project was because not only was the work that we needed to deliver interesting work, but it was in a fast-paced environment, and more importantly, we had the utmost support endorsement from senior stakeholders, which made a huge difference. So when I'm working in a quick, fast-paced environment doing interesting work, it's certainly more enjoyable for me, and as I'm sure it is for others as well. So that was a really good example of a project that I really enjoyed working on. I would say it's very similar to the question that I just answered. It's the same project. It ran successfully primarily because of the sponsorship and the endorsement of senior leadership. It makes a huge difference when you're working on a project where the senior leaders, not necessarily in HR, those stakeholders outside of HR as well, buy into what you're trying to deliver. They truly value the role of HR and what value it can create for the organisation. And when you've got that, I think it makes a huge difference. So going back to my previous example, interesting work, fast-paced environment with stakeholders that really buy into what you're doing and they can see the value that you're creating is hugely important, and therefore that's why it was a successful project for me.